Hey, we haven't done one of these in a while. Theo here. We are just been a crazy number of months. I had to go through a surgery and super busy overall. But it's been good. Everything's been good. Glad to see you. You've been checking me out. Glad to see that you're here. But we're here at Aedult Swim 2025. What is that, right? So it's kind of in the middle of nowhere near Pittsburgh, and it is basically a combat fighting practice that is pretty much all the combat that you can think of that's kind of crammed into one thing. There's some ANS, there's vigils, there's a bunch of different things. So all the banging that you hear behind me are people that are practicing their fighting styles, their commitment. And when you do things with the SCA, you kind of pick a path and you go down that road. But it's good to kind of be friends with everybody and support everybody. Everybody's going down different paths, different lifestyles, different choices. So being able to go to a fighting event that's not focused on arts and science when I'm an arts and science guy is kind of refreshing, because I get to talk to them and kind of open their eyes to arts and science, open my eyes to the art of combat. It's just a win-win. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff, as you can see. Lots of fighting happening. All in all, of all places. There's also fencing and things like that going on as well today, which is amazing. And they kind of treat this as the major practice before all the other major tournaments that are happening. So some of the best fighters come out, practice and participate. Ryu, who is the current Prince of the East, will also be here to go ahead and practice and fight. And yeah, we have lots of things going on today. The current winner of the Burka Heavy Championship is here. He is fighting as well. And yeah, it's really, this is kind of a place where you kind of test your mettle, test your stuff, learn some new moves, learn how to commit to the craft, and fight and do well doing it. So it's good stuff. As far as what's going on with me and what's coming up, we're looking at being the Feastocrat for the Royal Arts and Science Competition, which should be a lot of fun. It's a full Italian day board. It's going to be pasta like you normally would see, but some really cool different dishes, onion salad, just stuff that's really tasty, lemon chicken. It should be really good. No complaints whatsoever. Outside of that, I don't have any other cooking specific things to do until an event that I normally run privately. It's a private invite only run event that's just really fun. It's called the Service of the Lady. It's an event that typically I invite some of my close friends, some people that I want to get to know better in the SCA, and more. And we do a really fun small event with 50 people maximum, and it's held at a meadery. And so we get to drink and have a good time, and I cook all the food. I'm the autocrat and the Feastocrat for that event. It's not an official SCA event, but we invite SCA people and we encourage wearing garb because it's just a fun, really cool and interesting event. I am making a scroll. I did make a scroll. Part of the story on that was I was worried that I wouldn't have my sense of taste anymore. I had a very serious surgery that would have eliminated my sense of taste possibly. It was like more than a 50% chance. The doctor was able to save it, but because the doctor was able to save it, I didn't have to worry so much. But I really heavily focused on art and making a scroll and doing all that. And that was handed out at Mikhail Yule. The scroll was that of like an Italian scroll, because the person at the time was very heavily focused in Italian garb that they were making, so I thought that was be a really cool, sweet idea. And instead of having a dog, because the Italian scroll itself had a dog on it, I switched it up with a cat because she really loves her cat. So yeah, I thought it went really, really well. I went ahead and made the medallion as well. As you will know, that was very difficult. But it was just a really cool and interesting way of like doing art that wasn't food related, because I was very worried that I couldn't do food anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to taste, and not being able to taste really would have sucked. So I have about 70% of my taste buds back, which is good. I'm supposed to get about 30% more of it over the course of the year, so we're just waiting on it to come back. And yeah, everything is pretty good, all things considered, obviously. So personally, but yeah, everything otherwise is great. Just focused on living life and doing everything I can to just enjoy myself. Just a personal journey of doing more scrolls and things like that. I did get asked to do another scroll. It's going to be really cool. I'm not going to give any pertinent details because scrolls are supposed to be a secret. The person is not supposed to know what the scroll is about, if they're getting it, or if they're getting anything. And the scroll is for a thing that they're doing. So they're getting an award, so you get a scroll with that for the award itself. So yeah, it's good. And I'm not late on my scrolls. That's it. So they will get their scroll. I have a very cool black and white idea I'm very excited for. There'll be some picture taking and some notes on that. So no gouache on that one. That'll be purely pen and ink. I may use gall ink. Gall ink is period. However, if I do use gall ink, then it's going to be a bit difficult, because then, so in ESEA you kind of want to be as period as possible, but there's some anachronism that is involved in that, right? So if you want to make something very pretty, you want thin, nice lines. But to take gall ink and use a water, like a pen, and dipping it into gall ink, it's not easy to make clean, straight lines. So you kind of have to decide whether or not you want to make it prettier, or if you want to make it more to period. And that really depends on the person, depends on the award. If it was something crazy, like I'm only allowed to do the lower awards for now, because you kind of have to, with the scrolling, you kind of have to prove yourself to go ahead and do the scrolling project. So you want to make sure you're reliable. You can make something that looks really good, that's period specific, and it makes sense to each person. And if each person's happy, you move up in rank and you get to do more. So right now I can only do silver stuff and AOA, Award of Arms, and the silver awards. So for this person, I do not have to focus as much on the period, and I can focus more on the anachronism, but we'll see. I'm gonna buy a fountain pen, and see how well it goes, and kind of give it a test run. And if the test run's good, then we'll do it. But if the test run is not good, then we will go to plan B, which is doing my regular pens and going from there and just making it look pretty, and making sure that the art is akin to the period style, and making sure that it's based off of a scroll from the past, so that there's no issue. So yeah, that's it. So that's all the details I can really give you without giving any hints or secrets or anything like that. So hashtag sorry, but other than that, appreciate everybody who checks me out. Appreciate everybody who checks out my YouTube page. I do have to get to 50 subscribers in order to be able to go live. So if you haven't already, if you want to hit that subscribe button, it actually helps, means a lot to me. So, because I'd love to go live on YouTube eventually. and go from there. So, but that's it. That's all I got. Again, I appreciate all of you for my SCA journey. Like I said, doing good, doing fine after surgery. Going from there. All right, I'll see you later. Peace out.